What if one tiny creature's transformation held the key to unlocking your own greatest potential? At the bottom of a pond, there was a colony of insects. Every now and then, they noticed one of the water bugs climb the lily stalk, reach the surface of the pond, and disappear. They really didn't know what was happening, so they made a solemn pledge. The next one among them who climbed to the pond would return and tell the rest what had happened to them. "We promise," they said as they took the pledge. As Providence would have it, the very water bug that suggested it found itself climbing the lily stalk and reaching the surface. It reached the top of the pond and rested on a lily leaf on the surface of the water. It underwent a process of metamorphosis and eventually became a dragonfly. It flapped its wings and started flying, truly feeling on top of the world. Every now and then, the dragonfly would come and rest on one of those lily leaves. During one of its resting phases, it looked down and saw that at the bottom, there was a colony of water bugs. Only then did it occur to the dragonfly that it had a promise to keep. It had to go back and tell them what had happened to it. So it immediately took off from the lily pad, just touched the surface of the water, flew back into the sky, darted around once more, and came to rest on another lily pad. As the dragonfly rested there, it paused to reflect on everything it had seen and felt. It seems that the dragonfly had 4 profound realizations. I don't think they were just the realizations of a dragonfly. They represent all of us. The first and foremost realization was that, now that it had become a dragonfly, even if it wanted to, it couldn't go back to where it had come from. Transformation means shedding the old self to become something new. It's moving beyond who I was toward who I can be, transcending the old formation into the new. That's transformation. Transformation is transformation only when my own past looks like someone else's past. Now that I have become a dragonfly, even if I want to, I cannot go back to where I came from. As you keep growing, becoming, and evolving in life, without letting go of the past of who you were, and without renewing your perception of what you can be, an entire life becomes one of repetition and imposition, repeating your yesterdays into today and your todays into tomorrow. Do not define yourself by who you were in the past. Define yourself by the potential you have today and what can manifest from it in the future. Our future is not equivalent to our past. We could have been nobodies in life for 20, 25, or even 30 years. Our future need not mirror our past. Christ preached his first sermon at 30, Muhammad received his call at 40, and Colonel Sanders founded KFC at 65. Proof that it's never too late to begin anew. There are innumerable people in the world who woke up late in life and made their awakening count. Renew your perception of yourself. There is no point in being frustrated. Sometimes we ask ourselves why, even after all our growth, others still don't recognize the change in us. We can all understand the world's inadequacy and immaturity. They don't renew their perception of you. But if you don't renew your perception of yourself, you've already become a butterfly. Why are you still crawling like a caterpillar? You're already a dragonfly. Why are you still living like a water bug? The second realization was that, even if somehow I went back, those water bugs would no longer recognize me in my new form. This is the price you pay for rising in life. Your old world simply cannot relate to you. Take it from me. The friends of Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi could rarely continue to be friends with Mahatma Gandhi because they couldn't understand what had happened to him. An ant can never grasp the might of an elephant. It takes a lion to understand an elephant, for they inhabit entirely different worlds. Sometimes, instead of growing frustrated, you must accept that those around you simply cannot comprehend your transformation. The friends of Narendra could not remain friends with Swami Vivekananda, and those who walked with Siddhartha would not know how to walk alongside Buddha. In the same way, the water bugs cannot relate to a dragonfly. Anyone who keeps growing, becoming, and evolving will face this predicament in life, being misunderstood by others. Any person who walks ahead of their time is sure to be misconstrued by the rest of the world. So the second realization the dragonfly had was that even if I somehow went back, they would no longer recognize me in my new form. The third realization was that if I had not chosen to give up the comfort of being an insect, I would never have become a dragonfly. As long as you continue to live in the contentment and satisfaction of your existing comfort zone, unless you have the courage to break free, you will remain a water bug when you have the potential to be a dragonfly. This is where renewing your perception comes in. You must stop seeing yourself as a water bug and start seeing yourself as someone who can become a dragonfly. See, it's like this. Even if nobody in the world believes in you, if you believe in yourself, you will still succeed in life. Conversely, even if everybody believes in you, if you don't believe in yourself, no one else can help you. What matters is not how the world sees you, but how you see yourself. And without renewing your self-perception, you will not be able to architect a new future for yourself. Of course, the dragonfly asked this important question: what do I do now? After all, I came from there. Should I just forsake them? No. The dragonfly had a brilliant fourth realization. If it kept flying in its new form, one day some of those water bugs would be inspired by its life and, in turn, become dragonflies themselves. The responsibility of everyone who rises in life is to serve as a worthy role model for those still looking up. One day, they will be inspired and aspire to become dragonflies too. Let me be that inspiration for them. Their time will come, and when they at last transform into dragonflies, they will truly understand what has happened to me. And as the dragonfly kept its promise, dipping once more to share its secret before soaring skyward, so too can you embrace your transformation, fulfill your pledge, and reveal the untold story within you.